getting downright nasty between President Trump and Joe Biden. Biden doing his best to dodge and deflect against Trump's attacks on his son.
I've never discussed my business or their business, my sons or daughters, and I've never discussed them because they know where I have to do my job and that's it, and they have to make their own judgments. He was already on the board and he's a grown man. And it turns out he did not do a single thing wrong, as everybody's investigated.
And here's Biden's latest line of attack on Trump.
I'm very concerned about foreign interference, beyond me. Everybody knows what's going on. Trump not only doesn't want to do anything about it, he's going out and asking for help. Come help me. Come help me keep Biden from being the nominee.
But President Trump says Russian interference is a hoax.
He's an idiot in terms of saying that. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows it. Nobody doubts it.
You know, Greg, I'll go to you first here because I need a little comic relief on this. So Trump's the idiot. So let's be clear. He's the point man, Biden, for the Obama administration on Ukraine, while they're discussing natural gas, while his son Hunter, with no skills whatsoever related to the region, gets what, $120, $80,000 a month? Pretty sweet gig, but no conflict of interest at all on this one.
It's weird because you could argue that Joe Biden has been wrong on every foreign policy decision. He found the occupation where incompetence is not an obstacle. But what's really lovely about this is watching Joe get sucked into the exhaust of the impeachment machine, right? He didn't see this coming. It's like his team was up at bat and he got hit by the foul ball. And it's not, and then where are the Democrats? It's not like they're running to his assistance. The Democrats' relationship to Joe, he's the guy that they're dating that they aren't going to marry. You know, he's the umbrella you borrow in a flash storm. It's not really your first choice, but it's there for the moment. I think what they're doing is they're looking at 2024. And now, or they're looking at impeachment as a way to get around 2020.
You know, Dana, the American people aren't stupid. This is an obvious, at a minimum, an obvious conflict of interest here for Biden. Shouldn't he just come?
Well, I think he kind of already has, right? Because he said that if he were to become president, that he would not allow such things to happen, right? So already then it makes you think, well, if it would be bad in the future, was it not bad in the past? And we know that the Obama administration was concerned about it and had said something to him, but they didn't care enough to really push it. What's interesting is that they've allowed President Trump to be the one, the other Democrats have allowed President Trump to be the one that dirty up Biden. Right. The other Democrats are not going after him, and maybe it's because they think he's not going to be the nominee. Maybe they're just not motivated. It's really hard to say. Now, this is the first time Biden has done an interview in a long time, and he was trying to drive news, not just reacting to things like his bad fundraising or a gaffe or a screw up, and he still remains pretty good in the polls. I would say one other thing. If he doesn't become the nominee, the Republicans got something from that interview that they will be able to use and drive home in the 2020 election. He said Medicare for all will definitely require a tax increase on the middle class. If Joe Biden doesn't become the nominee and somebody that's running is for Medicare for all, you can bet that that will be on every TV screen and every radio and every Facebook post from here till election day.
That's why we're stuck with Joe Biden as Democrats.
Right.
And I wish that we weren't. In many ways, he's like a dog with fleas, as they would say in Wall Street. And I think he's a little bit more like an arranged marriage, somebody we're stuck with, more than somebody that we're dating, to be honest. But it's because he's doing decent in the polls with the type of people that we need in order to win places like Wisconsin and Ohio.
Right.
I just can't believe he called someone else an idiot. I mean, Joe Biden has been in Washington for 40 years. That's his reputation. But it shows now he's being sucked into the schoolyard by President Trump, and that's exactly where Trump wants him, because Trump's the king of the schoolyard, and Biden's whole appeal is that I'm going to restore decency to the White House. And then he's now name-calling with the president. It's not a good look. And he lied about his son. He was appointed point for Ukraine. Then his son got the job at Burisma, not the other way around, and CBS let him get out of the way with that. And then also, you're saying your defense on that is ignorance? I don't want to know if my family's for sale. I don't want to know if my brother got a $1.5 billion contract to build houses in Iraq with no experience. I'm oblivious. That's your defense? Not a good defense.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they gave Trump the same, but they will never give him the same courtesy. Democratic Congresswoman Katie Hill is resigning over allegations of an affair with a staffer. But some on the left say she shouldn't go. The hypocrisy next.
They call me Jane.